Hey guys, welcome to today's Vehicle Visionary. My name is Tom Tompkins. I'm the host and the founder of Vehicle Visionary, and today I'm at Orr Kia in Bossier City, Louisiana, to tell you all about this 2020 Kia Sportage. This is the S trim level that I'm standing next to, but there are multiple trim levels for multiple price points depending on what you may desire. But I'll tell you what, for under $28,000, you might be surprised at what you will get with this Sportage, including a panoramic sunroof, which we'll take a look at in just a little while. I would like to thank Kia Car for giving me the opportunity to come in and review this 2020 Kia Sportage. If you live in or around the Northwest Louisiana area and you are looking for a Kia, make sure to call Orr Kia of Bossier City and ask for Kira. She will be happy to help get you in the right vehicle. Let's get started with our tour. The first thing that obviously sets off this particular Sportage is the color. This is called burnished copper, and I do think it's very, very attractive, very unique, and it's set off by the black and chrome accents throughout the vehicle itself on the exterior. I really like the overall design here. It looks, well, sporty. Maybe that's part of the reason why it's called the Sportage. I do like the look for a mid-size SUV. It looks somewhat racy. It looks like it would attract a younger crowd to buy it, which is really the idea of a vehicle like this. So overall, the lines, nice, they're sleek. They look racy, like I say. That looks like this is something that you can get out and have some fun with. So what powers the 2020 Kia Sportage? Let's open the hood and I'll tell you about the engine. Now, there's a very specific reason why I haven't yet opened the hood on the Sportage. I have to say, this is one of the best features on here. If you ever need to open the hood, it's not difficult to do. You know, you often have to work around and try and figure out where the hood latch is. It's very easy to find. In fact, it's right here in the middle, and you just pull up on it, and up comes the hood. And there is a little stand here to use to open it. Would love to have seen the gas shocks that would automatically open it up. But for the price point of this vehicle, not a big deal that it's not there. This is a 2.4 liter four-cylinder under the hood. It makes 181 horsepower and 175 foot-pounds of torque. It's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. And all of that equates to 23 miles per gallon of gas in the city and 30 miles per gallon out on the highway. Okay guys, as we move to the side of the 2020 Sportage, I just have to say one more time, I love the combination of the black trim, the chrome trim around the windows, the chrome door handles, and the absolutely stunning burnished copper paint on this Sportage. It makes it look really nice. It really sets it apart. You do have a manually folding side view mirror, but both mirrors on the driver's and passenger side will fold if you want to get them out of the way. They are power mirrors, so you can adjust the mirror itself via the switches on the inside of the driver's side door. And here on the driver's side door as well, you also have passive entry right there, which, by the way, here's a nice little feature. I've had people ask about this in the past. If you have the remote on your person outside of the vehicle, this button will work to lock or unlock the vehicle. If the remote is inside the vehicle, it will only keep the doors unlocked. You can't lock them as long as the vehicle senses that the remote is inside the interior, so you can't really lose it that way. That's very nice and very convenient. And here on the rear of the Sportage, of course, Kia has tied everything together. I like how it's just consistent throughout. The black trim down here on the bottom. You have chrome badges on the back as well. Sportage right here, the S logo here, and of course the Kia logo in the middle. You do have, of course, the backup camera here on the liftgate, and there is a button to open the liftgate right there, as well as on your remote that features lock, unlock, and the button for opening the rear liftgate automatically, as well as a panic button. Once you get in here into the rear of the Sportage, there is a reasonable amount of space back here. But if that's not enough for you, you can lower the rear seats to increase your space that much more. There are some tie-down points back here, 3 on the back of the rear seats and 2 on each side, as well as a nice interior light in your cargo area back here. And when you get into the back here, if you lift the floor up, you're going to find that you have the tire mobility kit and all of the pieces that you need in case you get a flat tire And there's even a little hook in here that you can insert and screw into the front end if you ever need a tow. I really like these features. Everything you need in case you ever get stranded, whether it's the vehicle won't run or you need to fix a flat tire. Everything is available to get you to the nearest gas station or wherever you need to go so you can stay on the road and be nice and safe. Okay guys, here in the back seat of the Sportage, it's comfortable back here. Maybe not the most room you'll ever find, but this is not a full-size SUV, so it's pretty much what you would expect, but I think it is very comfortable. You do have dual air conditioning vents, of course, the panoramic sunroof up here that will give your rear passengers the spectacular view that I think really sets this SUV apart from many others on the road. You also have a 12-volt power outlet in the center of the lower part of the console, right underneath the air conditioning vents. Storage compartments here on the back of the driver and passenger seats, as well as on the doors. You also have a fold-down armrest with a couple of cup holders right there. One thing that I would like to point out here, when your rear seat passengers want to rest or maybe take a little nap on a road trip or something like that, the lever that allows you to push the seats forward to make more room and lay everything flat for your cargo area to increase your cargo space, you can also pull on that and actually recline the seats a little bit. Not a whole lot, but it reclines enough to be very nice and comfortable back here. Just a little added value, I'd say, to the back seat of the Sportage. Okay guys, I'm here in the front seat of the Kia Sportage. Everything you would expect to see here. You've got power windows, power locks, power windows. Of course, you have the panoramic sunroof, and the button for opening and closing the automatic shade is right here between the two map lights and above the automatic dimming rear view mirror, as well as the button for opening and closing the sunroof itself as well. You do have steering wheel mounted controls, shifter paddles, several different modes that I'll show you on the screen right now for driving mode. You also have a hill descent control, and this particular Sportage is capable of towing 1,600 plus pounds, so you may actually need that depending on what you're towing. Not a whole lot of weight, but it is nice to know that if you need to tow something that's fairly light, that you can do that with the Sportage. Of course, I'll tell you a little bit more about the infotainment screen here in just a minute, but you can control several different things there. You can also control the radio and the air conditioner right below the infotainment screen, below the button there for the hazard lights. Okay guys, I just want to run through a couple of things here on the touch screen with you. If you've never had a car that has an infotainment screen like this with all of the different options on it, it's very simple to use and very simple to figure out. Nothing scary here. But I just wanted to show a couple of noteworthy pieces of information. I do like the fact that there is a quick guide right here. So using the touch screen, when you push that, it's going to show you what the touch screen does, how to use it. It's real simple. Just push the arrow here and it's going to run through a couple of different pieces of information to make this really easy to use. I like that. And of course here in the top right hand corner, that's the back button. It's going to take you to the previous screen you were on most recently if you're wanting to do that. And of course you have other options here as well. So it's really nice. And of course you do have a backup camera. Nice option there. The grid will show you how far you are away from different objects that are behind you. So that's always nice to have that. And then of course you can set up the menu the way you want it to be, basically adding to my menu. I like that. We're going to go back here. Again, everything is just super duper simple to use and super duper simple to figure out. And you can go through and customize this, make different changes in different areas. Very easy, very user friendly. Okay guys, I'm out here on the road with the Sportage, and I have to say I'm very impressed with how it drives and handles. It doesn't have the typical mid-size SUV ride. It's not as smooth as a larger SUV like an Escalade or something like that, but it is nice, it's comfortable. If you take this on a long road trip, you and whoever's with you, your passengers, are going to be very comfortable and really enjoy the drive itself. And I have to say, one of the nice things about a smaller vehicle like this, a smaller SUV like this, is that it's going to handle well. It's going to drive pretty well. And the acceleration, even though you're making less than 200 horsepower, well, it's still pretty impressive for what it is. I'm really impressed with what this vehicle does, and I'm getting out here, I'm just gonna kind of accelerate just a little bit. Yeah, absolutely no problem getting where you want to go. And so, you know, overall, if you're looking for a nice, reliable, mid-size SUV that gets good gas mileage, that has a reasonable amount of space, the typical safety features that we're all becoming so used to in this day and age, well, the Sportage is definitely a great option, and it's not going to break the bank. That's what I like about it. It's not overly expensive, less than $30,000, like I said. That's a good incentive in and of itself. Okay, I'm getting back onto the interstate to head back to the dealership now. Unfortunately, I've got a slower moving vehicle in front of me, so I can't really test the way I wanted to here, but I have it in sport mode now. And so basically what it boils down to is the fact that the way it accelerates is really impressive. I have to say, I'm very impressed with how this vehicle accelerates. The shifter paddles that I'm using right now, when you pull them back, they're responsive. It's not immediate, but it's not something you would expect necessarily in a vehicle like this. So overall, I'd say if you want to use the shifter paddles and have that experience, whether it's accelerating or if you're out in an area where maybe you're off-road or something like that, whatever reason you may have to use the shifter paddles, yeah, it makes for an enjoyable experience. It makes it a little more fun. It makes it feel, well, sporty. No pun truly intended in that area. But with a name like Sportage, you would definitely expect the Kia Sportage to be a very sporty vehicle. And if I had to use one word to describe what I've experienced on the test drive here, I would definitely have to say fun. And that will bring to a close my time with the 2020 Kia Sportage S. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I would like to thank my friend Dakira Carr for being kind enough to get me into this 2020 Kia Sportage to show you today. And I'd like to thank all of you for taking the time to watch. If you haven't subscribed to Vehicle Visionary, please be sure to do so. I will see you next time, guys. Thank you for your time.